Do, 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 do. Just gotta make sure I don't get no stupid thing. John, what up, man? I'm gonna send you the link here in a little bit. Just thought I get some playing in before we get started. Alright, it's not gonna give me one. Good. Do, do.
John LaVille, what's up?
Oh my goodness, what the heck is maybe that's Sometimes I wish I could play. Like, really play? Do 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 do. Let's get a piano. Right now I don't have anything good on. Do 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 do. Sounds like that doorbell you enter when you enter a Circle K. I don't even know if you guys have Circle K's. Interesting. Oh, I need to download files. That's what I need to do. Ooh, I need to take care of that. Okay, that's fine. That definitely needs to happen like today, like right now. Hold on. Just wait. Oh yeah, no, I need this one. I'll need that. Hi, we got too much going on here. Too much going on here. There we go. And we can minimize this. Alright, there we go. That all looks pretty. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta get some food in me. Some food in me. 5 seconds, 5 seconds. Interesting. Okay, so let's do this. Let's close that real quick. Let's get rid of that. Couple things. Rank to listen to. So I gotta be honest with you, I do like the first four in this. They're so loud. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Why wouldn't that take all of that? Here. 4. Actually, Control Z. Let's do this real quick. Drop this down here real quick. Alright, so now we've got our patterns. Can we Command Shift 3 that? Why is it doing that? Okay, Option Shift 3. My bad. My bad. And same thing with this one. Ooh. Okay, I'm not gonna get on y'all. I'm not gonna get on y'all. Mm-hmm. Late night. Alright, again, we are starting at 1. Oh, come on. Gee whiz, what is going on here? What up, John?
What's up, man? Did I miss the meeting?
No, we start at 1. It's only
Okay,
12:30
what
here.
time? Okay. Well, I thought I missed the meeting.
Nah, you still got 30 minutes. You good? You good?
Okay. How's everything been going?
Busy, busy, busy. Always busy.
Yeah, man.
Never ends. How about you? How things going with you?
Man, I'm trying to get myself together so I can start submitting music, but I've been doing my classes for IT support and networking.
Oh,
So I'm trying to get
nice.
all that stuff that stuff situated.
Nice. Well, congrats on that.
Yes, sir. Thanks. I'm you know what? I come to the realization that I'm not too old. I'm old enough to where I know I don't want to work hard anymore. So I'd rather do something more laid back.
Definitely understand that.
So I'd rather be exhausted mentally than exhausted physically. So
Yep. That's why I do what I do.
um man, since we got about 30 minutes, I'm gonna go run and do something. I'm gonna run and grab something to eat and I'll be back.
Sound good, man. See you in a little bit.
All right, brother. Yes, sir.
I don't really need me up there twice, but I mean, we'll do it. No, what you should do is instead we should throw a UTM logo in here. Yeah, media source logo vid. I like that. because that's gonna go away, right? You're gonna come here. That's just... Alright, cool. While we're waiting, we're gonna go ahead and lay this base down. At least try to lay this base down. We may not lay this base down. Interesting. Boop, 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 boop. We're gonna try it. Ooh, there's so many different parts right now. Okay. Let's give it a shot. We got a live ended. We got a live ended on the IG. Live ended on the IG. Really? It'd be doing it to me sometimes. I don't know why. Late night. That's a nice stream, man. Man, that's forever. It did take forever. That wasn't right. It wasn't right at all. Do 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 do. Oh joy, oh the joy, oh the joy. So much to do, so little time. Alright, we'll come back to this. We will come back to playing the bass in a little bit. slowly. Okay. You're muted if you're talking.
No. Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I saw you for like 2 seconds. Luckily, nobody's in here. You're okay.
Thank you.
Everybody likes to be late, just so we're clear. But they'll be here shortly.
Oh, cool.
They run on hip hop time. That's what I call it.
Hip hop time. I don't know how. I think I accidentally closed the window last time, trying to turn on my microphone.
Oh, yeah? It happens. How's your day going?
I've been trying to go to sleep
Trying to
this
go
whole
to sleep.
time. Hmm.
Unsuccessfully,
Yeah,
I take it.
I took like an hour nap and then just couldn't get back to sleep. So I'll probably knock out after the meeting.
That's good. Do you work tonight?
No.
Oh, good. Get some rest.
I will try. How long do these typically last?
Yeah, it all depends. Like last week, we had a 3-hour meeting, but we had a special guest last week. But usually no longer than an hour. We don't have too much to go over. I'm gonna give a chance for everybody to kind of speak about last week, and then introduce all the new people if they all show up. I mean, obviously you showed up, so I'll introduce you. What up, Chris?
Oh,
And then kind of go from there. Update everybody on what's going on.
gotcha.
Everyone wants to be late today. What you up to, Chris?
Chilling, watching the game.
Football's on. That makes more sense now.
Yeah. Everybody probably watching the game.
Mm-hmm. Martin, what's
What
up?
you got going on?
Hey, what's good, yo?
What's up?
I don't think I met you yet. You're Marty, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yep, just got signed up and situated that day. So, yeah, appreciate y'all having me.
You get signed into the website already?
Yes, sir.
Nice, nice. We'll look forward to hearing what you got. Can always use another
yeah.
piano player.
Hey, man, I'll press some buttons. I got some. I'll
You
throw
said
some
press-
words. I'll press some buttons. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm here for it. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Said I pressed some buttons. You're not an FL Studio producer, are you? Be worried if you are.
I'm not.
Okay, good.
No. I'm not. Although the thought of working on the grid, it's like that would definitely help my beats and everything a little bit more, probably, because that does work for my brain. But I'm just a logic guy usually, so.
Okay, we got a lot of logic
Logic
users.
for the win.
Oh, you said
Logic
what
for
now?
the win.
Run that back one more time.
Logic for the win.
Hell yeah! Come on now.
Pro Tools all day. I don't care what y'all say.
There we go. There we go. Hey, come on.
Drop the bar too.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, yeah. It's okay, because you gotta go there.
Kai.
Hello.
I think this is the first meeting you made it to. Did you make it to?
Oh, don't do me like that. I was there last week. I was there last week and the week before that.
Oh, you were? See, last week was
Yeah,
crazy.
I had the whole review up until like 2 songs after Honey, and then I had to head out.
Ah, got you. We're just letting everybody get in, and then we'll get started.
Okay.
Any questions on the website? I know you guys got signed in and everything.
I don't have any. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, hey, baby. No, I don't. Not really. So I guess that's it. Well, I guess so that's just where y'all submit anything that y'all.
Huh? That's a couple. Huh.
Oh, so is that like where y'all submit like any tracks and stuff like that? Is that correct?
Yeah, I'll go over it.
Or-
We'll maybe take the last.
Oh
part
yeah, I
of
was like I
this.
don't want to waste y'all's time doing.
Oh, it's never a waste of
Yeah,
time.
so
I want to make sure
straight.
everybody gets an idea of how it works. Because that's,
Mhm.
it's really where we submit everything for all that we got going on, and a lot's going to be changing here very shortly. So, if you guys know what's going on with the website now, then the changes won't be that big of a deal for you later on.
Oh, okay, got you.
So,
For sure.
and actually, I guess while we're waiting on people, we can do that now. Let me go to.
And then also just kind of just a general question. So do y'all typically, just so I'm aware, so I know that this is like a collective, I guess, of a lot of just like different types of people and whatnot. But is it when submitting stuff, do y'all prefer if it's like full produced tracks or like everything's completely done, or just like random ideas, or like vocal ideas and stuff like that, or how do y'all usually go about? I guess whatever y'all do.
The quick answer to that is the way Trey kind of puts that, is that a concept is anything from like 5% done all the way to 98% done. So it could be something like like you could be like, okay, I just want some guitar added to this, or it could be, hey, I've just got a vocal idea and this we need somebody to work around it. What up, Reese? What up, Trey? So yeah, anything from like you just got a melody idea all the way to it's almost done.
Mm-hmm.
We just need to put the final ear candy on it, or it just needs to be mixed, or whatever the case may be. Finals are obviously finals. You guys have completed them. You've already registered them with the pro, possibly released them, and then you already have y'all information there. So obviously a finals, it's finished, right? Doesn't mean we won't go back in there and make remixes, or maybe touch up the mix if we think it needs to be necessary to be touched up. But for the most part, finals we don't really mess with. We just approve them if we like the quality of sound and go from there. But yeah, concepts is anything from, like I said, 5% to 98% done. There are people who submit, for the majority of the artists, they submit music that they've already recorded to like a YouTube beat, or they got it from maybe BeatStars, and we just don't have the licensing capability with those. And so producers come in and we remake them, make them ours, make them so that we can actually use the track. And then we submit them to the finals. So it's kind of how that goes.
Gotcha. Appreciate it.
Not a problem. Trey.
What's going on, y'all? Excuse my tardiness.
You in
My
a different
parents that was
place right
downstairs
now.
watching the Cowboys game.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. How's everybody doing though?
Are we gonna have to move the meetings and out of this football
Sure.
season?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It just depends on what the Cowboys play. I think that's because
Yeah.
everybody's like, yeah, that's America's favorite team. I'm rooting against them, to be honest. So. But
Crazy.
Marty, right?
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you, man. My name is Trey.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you.
Already.
And then Lotus Jaguar.
Did I
is
miss anything
Lily,
thus far?
just so you're clear. So
Say that again.
Lotus Jaguar is Lily. She is also a new addition.
Oh,
Okay.
hey, how you doing, Lily?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing well myself. Thank you for asking.
No problem.
And Trey, to answer your question, you have not missed anything. We've been waiting for people to get on.
Okay, bet.
I know we got some.
What's up, RGB? He on a boat for his birthday.
I want to see the boat. Let
Hopefully
me,
for
let me
his
see the
birthday.
boat. Unless y'all doing crazy stuff, then in that case, keep it to yourself.
I think he said a boat in the messages. I was just catching up to the messages. Well, maybe not a boat. I don't know where he at. Oh, he's about to get on the boat.
Water.
Yeah. He's on the water for sure.
Crazy. All right. Oh, that's what I was doing. Okay, while we are waiting, let me go over the website real quick. Google done changed their thing to giggle. That's crazy. That's crazy talk.
I guess today must be like National Lab Day or something.
Is that what it is?
Maybe.
I don't know.
They're always synonymous with some type of I guess holiday or not celebration, but just those type of things where they kind of change their outlook or their logo to whatever's going on, like National Pizza Day or something like that. They have like some runny cheese pizza or something like that.
Nice. Okay, here's the site. For those of you who have been able to log in, you've seen this a million times. For those of you who are new, this is basically what our dashboard looks like. In the left-hand side of things, you've got your track totals, how many concepts, how many are in Recreate, how many are in Mix, and then obviously how many are in Review and Finals. Just below that is our group chat. For those of you who are not iPhone users, you can group chat here. For the iPhone users, obviously we have our group text that we have on iPhone. Do not add any Android users to the chat. We do not want to break the chat. All right, from there in the middle part here, we've got our folders, which is this navigation at the top, and then the main screen, which will show whatever you pick up here. So if you go to concepts, you'll be able to actually see how many different concepts are loaded. If it is a beat, that means a producer has uploaded it and it is a song that is currently looking to be written or, basically used as a beat. Just use this like you would use BeatStars or YouTube or anything like that. If it's a vocal, it means that it's a acapella or maybe they've sang it to a YouTube beat and they need the beat recreated or whatever the case may be so that we can use it. When you click into a song, it'll bring up the song information page and it'll let you know the key, the BPM, the genre, and basically who produced it, or if it's an artist, then what artist perform it. You can play the song straight from here to listen to it, and then you can assign the song to yourself if you want to assign and use the song. Basically, if you're an artist and you want to use a beat, you click assign. It'll automatically download to your downloads folder, and then you can start working on it. If you're a producer, you can click assign, same thing happens. The only thing with that is that you may get the actual full file, not the acapella. So you may need to use, like, I think Logic has a stem separator, and well, I know it has a stem separator. So you can use Logic, or there's other stem separators out there that you can use to get the acapella and start working around it. Once you click assign, it's going to go to recreate, and this is the current projects that are being worked on right now. Depending on who uploaded it, like Nito uploaded this Blues Trap 3, and Trey is working on it. So basically, this is where we know what's being worked on, so we can try to say, hey, where are you at with this? We're looking to see finished, or whatever the case may be. Once you finish it, you can click into it and click completed. When you click completed, it's going to ask you to upload the new file. So we would like you to upload the rough draft of the file. So if you're a producer that picked a vocal track or a cappella, then make sure you include the vocals in your beat. If you want to just upload the beat, obviously there's a place for that right here underneath, or again, vocals, just a cappella, you can do that as well. But for this one right here, it's the actual full track, so we can get the concept of what's going on. Once you upload that, it'll then go to our mix folder, and this is where an engineer will choose to pick it up and assign it to themselves. Kind of the same thing. They'll click on it, they'll click assign. When they click assign, an email is generated to the artist as well as the producer to send the stems to the engineer. That way the engineer can mix it, get it all done, and get it all completed. Once they click mix, same thing will happen. It'll ask you to upload the final mix as an MP3. Everything you upload to the site is an MP3. Just want to make sure that's clear, just to save on space on the server right now. Once it gets mixed, it will go to the review. Right now we don't have anything in review, but if there was something in review, basically you would see some approval buttons. The producer, the engineer, and the artist all have to approve. There will be either me, Trey, or Chris will be approving the final mix to make sure it goes into finals. We just want to make sure that the quality's good. Obviously, everything we submit is a reflection on everybody here. So we just want to make sure it's good and we don't have any bad mixes or any bad songs, basically, at that point. Once everybody approves it, then it'll go from review to our finals, and this is our library. So this is all the songs we currently have in the library that we are pitching to all the different places out there. And that's basically how a song is created within our camp. If you do have finals that are already completed, that were completed outside the camp, then we're going to talk about that in a minute here. But any questions on that so far? Okay. To the right of that.
No questions.
Wonderful. To the right of that, we have the.
Actually, I lied. I got one question. So, like, is there a specific style or anything that y'all go for in particular? What's the pitching? Not to derail, but what's the pitch, or how do y'all get, or when y'all pitching songs, or when y'all get hit up for stuff like that? How does that work?
We want everything.
Perfect.
Mean, if you got kid songs, folk songs, I don't care what it is. At this point, sync music is not the same as trying to release music for an artist or anything like that, right? So it's basically anything is needed. We eventually want to be the go-to place for it. If you got music scores that you think would be good for scoring a movie or would be great background, anything is acceptable at this point.
But
all right, so to the right of that, we've got our edit function in our profile. Basically, it just has the basic information, your IPI number, what roles you're doing, and then the username. If you click on edit, it does give you an option to choose a profile image. I do suggest doing that as well because it allows that picture to be shown on our website and kind of gives a face to the name for any agents that go looking. Then you've got your email address and pro affiliation IPI number, which should never really change, to be honest with you, unless you update your email address. You can do it there. User roles, obviously, what kind of role you're participating in. There'll be some more added to this because I know I need to put the writers in there. There's some other I guess songwriters right there. There's some other ones that I ran across that I think I need to have up there. Your bio. Again, this is so that an agent, if they want to look at you and kind of they can get to know you a little bit better, and then all your social media. And then once you're done, you would click Save Changes, and then it would get uploaded to our database, and you'll be good to go. And then Upload Center is the brains of the operation, if you will. Basically, you can drag and drop any file that you want, or MP3, into this area, and it'll start the upload process, or you can click Start Upload. Once you click Start Upload, it's going to ask you a couple different questions. It's going to ask you if it's the first time you've uploaded a song. The reason why we ask this is we don't want multiple songs in here with the same name. It's the same song. It's the same everything. We want them to be able to click on a song, and a prime example of it is Chris Parker's Drop. This is the same exact song, but he's got it in here twice, and I think one was a explicit versus a clean version. And we don't necessarily want this because it'll make the list that much bigger. If everyone's got different versions of the song, we'll have that too many times. So we want them to be able to click into one song and have all the different versions, and that is coming. It is something we are fixing and getting updated here shortly, but that's why we asked this question. If it's the first time, you would click yes. If not, you'll click no, and it'll tell you to go to the actual song page and upload the version that you're trying to upload there. For now, we're going to click yes. Keep going. It's going to ask you whether or not the song is a concept and a final. Basically, the difference between the two, we talked about this just a couple minutes ago. Concept is anything from 5% to 98% done. Final is something you've already got registered with the pro, possibly released, and you want us to represent. If it's a final, it's going to ask you a couple different questions. Who the engineer is, who the producer is, basically all the information we need to be able to represent. The one thing I will say is that if it's a final and you want us to represent, you need to make sure that you've already done the one stop with the people that are outside the group so that you have permission to go ahead and license it. We need you to have that on file and ready to go. And if you need a one stop, we provide them. We can give you that so that they can sign it and give us permission to pitch the song. For now, we're going to go to concepts because pretty much those are the differences in final, but we'll go to concept. Concept is going to ask you what kind of type, whether it's a vocal or a beat. If you're an artist, you're most likely going to pick vocal. If you're a producer, you're going to probably pick beat. And then we'll go from there. Click next. It's going to ask you who the main artist is. If you don't have one, you can leave this blank. If you have a artist that's not you, you can enter something in here, or if it is you, you can also put yourself. We'll go Trey for now. What is the suggested genre? We have a pretty extensive list here. Like I said, we accept everything. So go ahead and pick a genre that best fits your song. And you'll go next. Ask the BPM. If you don't know what the beats per minute are, do your best to guess. And if it's a producer, they should be able to figure it out. If you're a producer and don't know what the BPM is, we'll have a side conversation. But for now, we'll just put 144 in. All right, key of the song, same thing. If you don't know, do your best to guess. If you're a producer and don't know, again, we'll have that side conversation. Are there any additional artists on the song? If you have a feature on the song, if you had someone sing the hook or whatever, you would click yes. It'll give you a place to put their names in. If you don't, you can click no. Feel free to add any notes. This is basically here. If we go to concepts and I go to be safe, you can see the note here that says beat needs to be recreated. That's where this comes from, is this notes area. So any information that you would want us to know for those who are recreating the song, if you're a producer and you want to say, hey, this is going to be a love song, hey, this is going to be whatever, that's where you put that information. Just type something in for right now. Song title, please only put the title of the song. Again, another great example of what we don't want is Chris over here. Not to pick on you, Chris. But we don't want these we don't want these R&B type beats or Lil Wayne X Eminem type beat. We just want the name of the beat or the name of the song that you're currently working on. That way we're not getting a whole bunch of words on our concept page. So just the type or just the title of the song basically is all we want here. Add something there. This is where you would pick the MP3. You can click choose file. It'll open up a finder for you to find the song that you're looking for, Or if you drag and drop the MP3 at the beginning of the process, then that file will already be there. Again, it is MP3 only, so as you can see, a lot of these are grayed out because they're not MP3s. So we'll only allow you to pick an MP3. We'll just pick that one for now. Click next. It'll ask you if all this stuff looks right. Just make sure you go over it one time. If you uploaded a final, the ISWC number will be on here. All the information you put will be in this area. If it's correct, you'll click upload. Our logo will come up and start spinning. Once it's done spinning, or once it's done uploading, that will stop. You'll get a success message, and it'll go back to the original. Excuse me, the original setups for you to start another upload. Any questions on that? I know it was a lot. Okay, so if you do have questions, obviously feel free to reach out to me, Chris, or Trey. At the end of the day, we can definitely answer any questions you may have.
I'm gonna say, can y'all shoot me your message, or just shoot me a message so I can get y'all locked in?
Will
course.
do. Of course.
Appreciate it.
For now, I do want to kind of go over the new music page if it comes up. There we go. This is our current library that's being sent out and link being sent out to our agents. It's actually pretty intuitive now, thanks to Chris setting it up for us, and I connected it all to our database. But you can actually pick on some of the moods, and it'll actually filter out the songs that are not in that mood. You can do the same thing with the minimum BPM if we want something that's roughly around 100 BPM or 144. It'll give us all those songs. Year from now, it's all 2025 music, and then the lyrics, whether they're explicit or clean, it'll filter all that out, as well as they can search here. The one thing I will say that I didn't mention before, when a song goes from the review folder to the final folder, it goes through an AI, and the AI picks out our moods. It gives us a description, and basically goes through all that. We're actually going to add. I just started this today, in fact. Let me see if I can pull that up. Good, there it is. No, let's go here. Right here you can see these text files. This is the AI actually pulling the lyrics off of the song. So you guys will not have to upload lyrics. We're going to use AI, and when you go from review to final, it'll get not only the moods, the feel, and all the metadata that we need for the song for sync agents, it'll also pull the lyrics for you as well. You will have a place where you can edit them if for some reason AI picks a word that isn't the right word. Like in this song here, this is Trey's Am I Dreaming? I don't think this life could lead you to believing down is correct. I think the word is actually doubt, but for some reason AI picked down. So, but again, you'll be able to go in there and edit these, and then that way when they go to the website, they can click on this right here. It'll actually pull up the lyrics for them to read if they want to read them. They'll be able to click license, and that'll create a contact button for them so that they can go ahead and send us the information, let us know how much the upfront money cost is going to be for us, as well as what their project is so that we know where the song is getting placed. They can play the song from here. I would play it, but for some reason Google Meets doesn't like to play music through websites for some reason. So, but you can click on play, it'll go there, and then that's basically our music page for right now. The About Us page, this is where your profile information is going to show up. My connection must be slow. So down here at the bottom, you'll be able to see. Man, my connection must be really slow right now. For those of you who don't upload a profile picture, it'll be our UTM logo. For those of you who do, obviously you can see the different pictures are loading at this point. If I go into a user's profile, this is what the profile currently looks like. With all the social links, they'll be able to send a contact or send a concept, if they want you to work on a concept. The camp stuff is coming. It's currently in development, so these buttons don't necessarily work. But basically, this is where a lot of things are going to be happening for you guys as we start to push this out a little bit more. FAQ is just basically our FAQ. Kind of gives everybody an idea of who we are, what we're doing, and why we're doing it. And then music review, more on that later. Well, we're not going to worry about that right now. But we will be doing music reviews at some point and be using that as a way to reach different artists. All right. That was the website in a quick minute. If you guys do have questions, again, feel free to reach out to us. We can help you with that. Stop presenting. Okay. There we go. All right. First off, welcome all the new people. I don't know why all the old people decided they didn't want to show up today. Kind of wanted to talk to them about how last week was, but whatever. Any questions on anything we got going on? Good. Trey, give me a rundown of last week. What did you take away from it?
Biggest takeaway from last week is that we definitely have a platform that is eye-opening to pretty much all the people that we've seen from outside, or all the people that we've shown from outside of the group, in terms of like just our approach to the industry, and to our catalog, and just the the detail, the organization. That was my biggest takeaway. Another takeaway was just the different types, or the different needs in terms of like the options that we could present as far as the music. Kind of like going are the days of making this long complete song that's released on the streaming platform, but you notice in TV shows and movies they don't play the full extent of the song. Like they play anything from 10 to 45 to a minute and 30 seconds of the song. So just being able to have those options present and available for people to see on our platform, that was another takeaway. And then also like the music that was reviewed, like all of our music was pretty much reviewed. Well, from all of our music in terms of like each artist was able to present a piece of music, and they were all pretty good reviews. Like there were of course things that we could fix in terms of like making a song more, I guess, hype, or more like not a long intro, being able to fill certain parts of the song with like an ad lib or a background, turn like things that we can do as far as the mix, or even just the characteristics of artistry in the song, where we can improve the song and it can more easily get placed. I think those things are like my biggest takeaways, and just knowing like we have a positive base, a positive footing, to continue to build off of.
Dope. Chris, same question.
You muted if you're talking. I kind of see you talking glad.
Oh, dang, I forgot to press mute. Cool. Yeah, I feel like all that was really good stuff that we went through. Chris, how did you feel about it last week?
Basically, Trey said everything there's to say about it. Good. It was good, great. And then about the music, that's my biggest takeaway. Even doing like alternate versions of the songs, making those things. Yeah, I think that just hit me the most.
Cool. Is it something that I think that I guess the other question would be is it something that we want to do every quarter, or how often do you think we should have those kind of meetings?
My opinion would be as often as we possibly can. I feel like we would probably learn some more information from a different sync agent as we meet others. So she have her style, and then other sync agents will have their own way to do things as well. So just obtaining all this knowledge and using what they give us to improve our platform and improve our music is the better chance we have at syncing something, getting it placed.
No, I agree. I think just speaking to different people, whether they be a sync agent or just someone from a different platform, it gives us a reference to what we can do to, become the best that we can become. So the more the merrier. And that's in terms of just us being here, and thankful for Marty, Kai, Lily, for y'all even being here and wanting to join the platform. Um, and the meaning, like, the more the merrier. The more that we build up this platform, the more eyes that we have to where these sync agents, these music supervisors will be able to look at us, and we'll become like, they'll just pick from my litter of all the songs that we've created. And then more the merrier on the music agent side, the music supervisor side, where, like what Chris was stating, if we can bring more people in and them just have eyes and ears and give their tips and knowledge, tips, tricks to what they see in the industry, what will work, I think that it's nothing but positivity. It'll just set us up for success in the future.
Dope, dope. Tai, you were here. How did you feel about last week?
Yes. Oh, I thought it was so good. And the gym she shared, even like the approach of like she get the music and the cuts and like just being very prepared in a way that makes it easier for who's looking for what they're looking for. And it was just very inspiring to her story, how she's been navigating through and the wins. But I really enjoyed it. Just hearing somebody else talk about what they're doing, how they're doing it, and it leaves room for us to continue to work towards what not to be churchy, but the Lord has shown us whatever we're doing and the music that we're gonna get out of it picked up. So I had it was wonderful, and I love that I got to hear not everybody's music because I had to go, but I love I got to hear some of the songs that I haven't heard on the website yet. So that was cool. And I'm really excited to be a part.
Dope, dope, dope. And John, you were there as well. What did you get? You're muted if you are talking.
Can you hear me?
Now we can, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As far as what I got my takeaway from is, if you're an artist and you already have music on the platform and you're part of the sync, it helps to propel, your music a little bit farther, to get those people, more familiar with the artistry that you are presenting. And same as a producer.
Dope, dope. Okay. So yeah, we'll try to have more of those meetings definitely with different agents. I've got a couple of them I think I'm going to line up with this next couple of months coming in. Trying not to do it every week just cuz I think that would be a little too much. And I think we need to focus on the things that we've got going on. Normally, we'd go over the projects that we currently have in the works and talk about where we're at with them. Obviously, most everybody in here is new. So there's not a lot of projects going on with you guys yet. But definitely, if you have music that you've already done, we'd love to have you submit those so we can represent them. Everything we do is non-exclusive. It's actually probably a good way to go about this. We do non-exclusive representation, so you can have other people represent your music as well as us. Anything we pitch to and get part of, UTM takes a 20% cut versus the standard norm in the industry is normally 50% or more. We do a 20-80 split, so you keep 80% of your publishing, and we're not talking about the writer share. There's a lot to this, right? There's a writer share and a publishing share. We take 20% of the publishing side of things, and you guys keep 80% of the publishing as well as the writer share that you would normally get. Anything created within the team, you guys still need to have those conversations about splits if they're not just going to be an equal split across the board. So have your conversation with the producer, have your conversation with the engineer. Realize that the engineer is getting a cut, and the reason why is because they're providing their work up front without any cost. It's simple as that. We're not paying for beats, we're not paying for mixing, we're actually getting all of that free, which great, but they're getting a piece of the sync side of things as well. Most of the engineers are producers as well. So if you are a producer and you do want to engineer, you're welcome to, but we don't charge any fees through the group because we're trying to get to the sync. And the best way to get to sync is have a quality product That's part of the process. So that being said, those conversations need to be had. If you're going to release the music for like streaming platforms, make sure you're talking to the producer and the engineer. Again, work those out amongst yourselves so that you guys can have a good understanding. We don't want no bad blood here at the end of the day. And we're not, as UTM is not going to set a standard because every song is different. I know like when I did production for Trey's songs, we split it all evenly. When Mike was on it when Nito was on it and Derek, yes, Derek played the guitar. We didn't even split all the way through. But in the same sense, when I did a track with Azai, Derek only got a certain percentage because all he did was lay the guitar down. He just laid the guitar down on Trey's track too, but each song is different is basically where I'm going with that. So make sure you guys are having those conversations. We're all good. I mean, for the most part, we're good people. You can take my word for it, but you'll learn that most people, everybody here is pretty easygoing, and you can definitely communicate with them. Trying to make sure I cover everything. Any questions on the 80-20 split? Okay. Other than that,
There will be a one stop.
Go ahead.
One stop. Did you talk about one stop?
I mentioned it when we talked about outside producers. We will be sending one stops to everybody that has signed up, and that's basically just giving us permission to represent the track, and not have to, like, if we get a brief or a placement, and they say we want to use your song, they say they want to use Kai's song, I need to be able to say yes, you can use the song, instead of being like, well, let me go contact Kai real quick and make sure she's okay with it, and then we can't do the back and forth. So one stop is basically giving UTM permission to pitch the song, and basically goes over how that all works. You still retain the rights, you still retain ownership, you retain pretty much everything at that point. The only thing you're doing is giving us permission to actually pitch the song and enter into that agreement if an agreement is made. Pretty straightforward. We don't do split sheets per se. Those are all again handled between you guys, obviously, and then they are submitted to the BMI or whatever pro you're affiliated with. Most of us are BMI and ASCAP. I don't think we have anybody outside of those two, to be honest with you. But if you are affiliated with someone else, that's fine. We cover it all. So. All right. Well, that's pretty much it. These meetings, they're sometimes a little bit longer, just depending on who we have on the actual line. And again, we'll go over stuff that we are actually working on, but that is what it is. Cool. If there are no questions, then again, if you do have something, definitely reach out later on.
I just got one quick question. So, I guess I mean, obviously, I just signed up and everything, so I haven't checked out, any of the concepts or anything. But like right off the jump, though, like, is there any? And I know that y'all just had a meeting where it sounds like y'all got some comments on stuff. Like, is there anything just on either that note or on the aspect of just stuff that y'all are looking for? Is there anything that y'all would you say that you're like lacking at the moment? Like whether it be like hell, smooth jazz instrumental tracks. You know what I'm saying? Just like, is there any type of style or anything that y'all have gotten hit up for that like you just need more content in that area, or is there anything in there?
I think the easiest way for me to answer that, and Trey or Chris, you guys can jump in as well. But the easiest way for me to answer that is to tell you what we're heavy on, and we are heavy on love R&B songs. So if you have anything that's not a love R&B song, we definitely welcome that.
I got some hate songs on deck, so love. Right.
Exactly. No, but seriously though,
perfect.
That is what it is at this point. I think R&B singers love to talk about love, so that's what we have. That perfect. And then we've got some good hip hop songs in there. I would like to see, if you know any rock bands or any alternative groups, I would love to have them come join us as well. And
country, pop.
Yeah, really anything outside of love R&B is very welcome at this point.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And like one of the biggest things is like I I guess the process of not. I mean, just the quick. I guess the quick hitting songs, because it's like the time or the length of the song wasn't necessarily like the key. So that way we can start to try to like build out the catalog more. Um, the like I was saying, like one of the biggest takeaways was like that length being like a minute and 30, and I want everybody to like to kind of get their mindset and focus in on like just a minute 30, like a hook, like a strong hook, or like quick intro with a hook, or a quick intro to the verse, but just to make something pop off, and then just get on to the next idea, because that's all it feels like it is. It's just quick ideas as opposed to like making this long drawn out song. And then also knowing like you have resources here, like where you may only play guitar, you may only play piano, but you also have the mindset to write songs too, and being able to give that to an artist. Like everybody's a resource here for anyone. So just hitting up the group chat, or hitting up the group chat on the site saying like, hey, I need this, I have this idea. Don't hesitate, because like Goliath was saying earlier, everybody's pretty easygoing in terms of like just being able to pick up and work where needed. So yeah.
Sweet.
So I am going to play devil's advocate to a couple of things he did say. I don't want you to lose creativity because you're only shooting for a minute 40. I'd much rather you create the whole song and then us pick the best minute 40 out of that song. I think if we just do it a minute 40, I feel that sometimes you'll leave something on the table because you're just trying to hit a minute mark. I don't care if the song's 15 minutes. We're gonna pick a minute and 40 out of it, but if it took
minute
you,
and 40s, if that's the case,
huh?
multiple.
Right, multiple.
I said
exactly.
multiple minute 40s if that's the case. Yeah.
Exactly. I just feel that it stunts the creativity process if you're just trying to hit a certain number when it comes to time. I feel even as we started to get down to 3-minute songs in the industry itself, there's just a lot of creativity that got lost because it can only be 3 minutes long. No, it could be as long as you want it. We can pick 3 minutes out of however long you made it. But that's just my takeaway on that. And really, that's the only part I would disagree with on sticking to a minute 40, 45 seconds, whatever the case may be. We are going to get, and I think on the engineer side of things, we are going to make sure that we have those like different pieces together where it's just the first verse and the hook, or maybe it's just the hook and the bridge, or maybe it's the instrumental going into the hook, or have those different options available to our agents to better position ourselves. But I don't want to necessarily, as an artist or producer, get stuck in saying we're only producing a minute and some change of a song. So that's it. That's all. I'm gonna get off my soapbox now. Cool. Chris, anything to add?
Just add more beats, more music, more beats, more music, more beats. We need a lot of beats. That's the thing. And the songs need to get the songs that's in the recreate folder or concept need to start tackling them projects. Start moving them up, get them to finals. So any help with that would be great.
That's why I'm gonna punch every single one of the oldies and be like, "What the heck? Why aren't you guys here?" That's what I wanted to touch on today. Cool. In that case,
Actually, one more question. On the note of recreating the beats, then, do y'all want it like as closely as you can to like the actual beat, or are y'all looking for like extra sauce, or those things that like are in the or just kind of just run with it and trust your gut?
I would say do you, but try to match the vibe. And I know that's very hard because once an artist is stuck on a beat, they create a song to a beat, and they don't want to change.
Annoying.
So it's gonna be tough. But if you could create something of a similar vibe, I mean that's all we can do is try. And then if not, if the artist don't like it, then we can still upload that beat, and maybe somebody else could create something to it. So it's nothing wrong with that.
definitely. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Do you? There's no wrong answer at that point. If an artist doesn't like it, doesn't mean we wasted time. It means we got another concept to build another song on. So yeah, I don't think there's any. There are times I think we used to have when this started we had share folders on iCloud before we had the website. But basically, we had a married to the beat folder, which means that the artist was like, "This is the beat I want. We just don't own the rights." So, in those situations where you see stuff like, "This is the song or that needs to be to this kind of beat or this kind of vibe," we do our best to get as close to that vibe as possible. I know on some of the songs that I recreated for Trey, the vibe was completely different, and we actually liked the newer song than we did the old song. So it really is to your discretion on how you approach the song. But good question. I will say to the artist on the line, if a song has been picked or a beat has been picked and you wanted to use that beat, write a song to it. It does not matter. At this point, we are sharing resources. If I've got 20 songs to one of Chris's beat, it's okay. We don't know what the sync agent is going to do. You may write a completely different subject matter. You may write a completely different melody line. I mean, so many things can be different, and it's okay. So just because a beat gets taken off the site doesn't stop you from using it as well. And vice versa for the producers. If I produce one of Trey's songs, there's nothing stopping Marty from going in there and reproducing it his way. For that matter, he be me being a piano player. You may do more piano. I may do more pads. You know, we need the different versions because agents are going to look for the different versions. So at the end of the day, it really doesn't.
That's
Go ahead.
sorry. That was going back to my point earlier, which Goliath, he is correct in saying like make sure that we're being fully creative and we are creating full intent so that way we don't stunt our growth as artists, as producers. And that was my idea of just kind of like a volume type of thing, because like the minute and 40 seconds that I was speaking to, just because it is an output game at the end of the day as far as sync goes. So as many different versions as we can have, or the amount of songs that we can have or build up to, it just makes our chances of hitting a lot better in terms of like a lottery approach. So as many tickets. But yeah, just stating that point.
Oh, I got one more question. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. No,
don't ever
like
apologize.
On some good, because I'm not really sorry. No, on some no, I'm just playing. But no, on some TV shows like they have like just piano or just like acoustic versions of it could be a rap song or whatever. What's that situation like regarding like creating like piano instrumentals and then hitting y'all up for be like, hey, I need a singer to sing like this cover over this piano vibe or whatever? Is that a thing or no?
Totally.
Yeah, most definitely. Like it's like you either calling one of us saying, hey, I know you're a singer, can you get on this? Or like in the group chat, hey, I made this idea. You can post the idea to the group chat and saying like, is anyone available to hit this? And it just being as simple as that. Like we're all a resource for one another at the end of the day.
But like regarding like if it's a cover of a song that I'm doing or like is that something that y'all still would pitch, or is like does that mess with the licensing since it's not like obviously like didn't write it then, you know what I mean?
Like in terms of like clearance, like a cover, like
like I wasn't exactly. So it's let's just say that there's some random Cardi B song or whatever.
Right,
like I've
right.
heard that and they just you put some white lady on it and she sings it all sultry like, and then it gets pitched on a cowboy show or something. You know what I'm saying?
I guess that comes in terms of like the briefs that we're seeing, or like what people are looking for, because I have seen briefs from Broad Jam that ask for like cover songs fitting, and it's like a version of this song like you're saying, but on a country or a hip hop side, like in terms of like a remix, so to speak. I haven't seen it often, but I have seen it. So I mean, I guess that still counts, and I guess whoever is looking for that type of opportunity will be able to clear that, because that's what they have in mind. So I don't know, maybe the live can add to that as well.
Being that it's the first time we're being asked this question, I say let's go down the rabbit hole. If you come up with a situation like that, let's go. And if we need to figure out how to clear it, I mean, I know how to clear it. We just haven't done it yet. So there's
Perfect.
the answer to that. But we could definitely get it cleared if we need to. I think to Trey's point, if someone is asking for that, they're probably already going to work with the clearance anyways, and we may not have to worry about clearing it at all. The goal in my mind, eventually the agents are going to have a dashboard of their own, and they'll be able to connect with creatives across the board. Rather than sending it to a sync agent and waiting for the sync agent to reach out to their artist and waiting, I want to cut all the middleman out. At the end of the day, I'm a creative. I'm not looking to run a library and be the person that's always constantly having to run things. I would much rather connect you guys with the music supervisors, with the agents themselves, and in that way you guys can work it all out just using our platform at the end of the day. That being said, yeah, anything kind of goes. If you have an idea to submit something, definitely submit it. The worst thing that's going to happen is let's say no, we're not going to do that. For example, AI music. We don't touch AI music. If you create music with AI, don't send it to us. Very simple. It's not accepted in the sync agent or sync world. Every brief we get says no samples, no AI. So we want all original music at the end of the day. I guess that's a caveat. That's the one thing we won't accept is stuff that's not original. If you use beat packs and stuff like that, the drum side of it, you're okay. If you're using a drum loop, that's fine. Don't use a pad loop. Don't use a guitar loop. If you have a guitar loop you like, send it to the group. We have guitar players. I play guitar, bass, keyboards, drums. We've got other guitar players. We've got other musicians within the group. I think Tone does horns as well. So there's just a bunch.
And he does bass too.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of resources within the group. So if you hear something that you like, you can always send it to the group and say, "Hey, I want something like this." We're gonna go in and make sure that we create something that is not gonna get us in trouble copyright wise, and be able to use it and license in the way we want to use it. So, but for covers and stuff like that, like just to go back to that point, yeah, submit it. And if you have someone in mind, again, just hey, I had Lily in mind for this, or hey, I had Kai in mind for this, or I mean, I think you're Kai's husband, right, Marty?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't necessarily got to tell Kai,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. At the end of the day, yeah. So just submit what you have, and we'll run down the rabbit hole, and just till it doesn't make sense for us to run down that rabbit hole. Cool.
Perfect.
Great questions. Definitely never feel sorry for asking them.
Okay.
Cool. I guess I will let you guys get back to your day. I appreciate everyone for their time. I look forward to working with each one of y'all individually, and let's get to work.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all go on.
Day too. Great meeting, guys.
Good meeting.
Cowboys won.
The Cowboys won.
Yeah.
Oh, good for them.
We watching now.
Oh, they got lucky.
Yeah, they got lucky. I told my pops they was going to go into overtime, and that was when it was like I think 2 minutes left. Before the Giants scored, and then they came back and kicked that field goal. They got lucky because they ran it down to the last couple minutes in the what you call it, in the overtime.
Dang. I don't even be knowing. I don't watch that stuff.